An ancient culture which stood the test of time and against all odds managed to maintain the ebb and flow of its rituals and traditions for a millennia. The magic of Indian culture still continues. That is the very reason it is called Sanatana, blending the old into new and eternal. While other major civilizations lost their existence in a matter of few centuries, Indian civilization is still the oldest living one. The temples played a major part in keeping it alive. Some still stand today in the same splendor and impressiveness. Some lie in ruins. Yet these abandoned temples are still displaying the splendors that were carved on them thousands of years ago. Still baffle many who come across these, making them wonder about the science that made these structures withstand all the natural and cultural disasters that time had thrown at them and remain truly eternal. One such temple is Yaganti Uma Maheswara Swami Temple in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. The temple which exists now was constructed by King Harihara Bukka Raya of the Sangama Dynasty of the Vijayanagara Empire in the 15th century. It was built according to Vaishnavaite traditions. The great sage Agastya, who travelled the length and breadth of India, wanted to build a temple for Lord Venkateswara on this site. However, the statue that was made could not be installed as the toenail of the idol got broken. The sage was upset over this and performed a penance for Lord Shiva. When Lord Shiva appeared, he said, "The place suits Shiva better as it resembles Kailash." Agastya then requested Lord Shiva to give the devotees a Parvathi Goddess as Lord Uma Maheswara in a single stone, which Lord Shiva obliged. A second story is of Chittappa, a devotee of Lord Shiva, who was worshipping Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva appeared to him as a tiger. Chittappa understood that it was Lord Shiva in tiger form and shouted, "Neganti Shivani Neganti," meaning "I saw Shiva," and danced with joy. There is a cave called Chittappa Guha nearby. Even if we ignore the stories as just folklore, the science behind this temple will surely make you believe that there was much more that was involved in making of this temple. A feature of this temple is its Pushkarani, a small pond of water on the temple premises. Water flows into this Pushkarani from the bottom of the hill through the mouth of a Nandi. The water is fresh and sweet as it comes from the hills. Whether it is an intricate underground canal mechanism from water source or naturally formed outlet of underground water is not known. But water reaches the pond all year round and has been happening from the time of the construction of this temple. The temple architecture in terms of its sculptures shows the skills of ancient Vishwakarma sthapatis. While this Pushkarani might look simple and anyone can brush it off with some modern scientific evidence, the next monument is an absolute mystery till today, not in terms of how it was built, but why it was built that way. The Yaganti Nandi statue, which is growing in size, yes, about an inch per decade. The Nandi idol in front of the temple is continuously increasing its size. Locals say that the idol was initially much smaller than its present size. Experimentation carried out on this idol revealed that the type of the rock out of which the idol was carved has a growing or enlarging nature associated with it. So the rock from which the Nandi is carved out is not native to this place. As the question arises, if it was native, then the same growing pattern should appear on all the rocks of the temple. The question and the mystery is why this particular type of rock was chosen and from where did they get the rock. Growing rocks can only be found today in some places in Europe. Known in Romania as trovans, the stones of Costati, Romania are a type of sandstone concretion that secretes cement and can at times appear to grow as if alive. Consisting of a stone core with an outer shell of sand, after heavy rain, small forms are said to appear on the rocks, leading them to be dubbed as growing stones by locals. A rock called travertine grows at springs where water flows from underground onto the surface. Huge travertine formations are often found around hot springs because warm water holds more minerals than cold water. The other term used for these type of rocks are metamorphic rocks, which have been heated, put under pressure, or both can grow stronger and heavier. Metamorphic rocks are one of three main rock types. The other two are igneous and sedimentary rocks. Archaeologists are yet to determine what kind of properties the stone Nandi has in Yaganti temple. This temple is one of the very few temples where growing rocks can be found, but the only temple where the rock is carved as Nandi. The growth of Nandi is happening at least for the past 500 years, as this was documented in prophetic texts of a Hindu saint, Potulu Revira Brahmendra Swami, who lived and wrote his predictions in 16th century, in which he predicts that Yaganti Nandi will come to life and revive by growing in size over the ages. Millions of horses will come from the caves of Yaganti to follow Kalki, the last avatar of Vishnu. Indian history is full of lessons for us, but it also has mysteries for us to solve. Some of these mysteries are recent, others are a millennia old, still waiting for the answers. Temples are said to have messages carved on them for the future generations to unlock these mysteries. Each temple in India is unique without any precursor and with many messages engraved on its pillars. If only the current generation can decode those messages, abundant knowledge of lost science that once flourished in Bharat can be retrieved and preserved for future generations.